In a city that smells of cardamom coffee at dawn, and by noon feels like you're strolling through the streets of European metropolises, where a spice market stands beside a museum of modern art and a Moorish arch opens onto a Bauhaus facade, Tel Aviv invites you to lose yourself in time and thoroughly enjoy it. A sliver of Vienna somehow settled in the Middle East. It is here, in the very heart of this paradoxical city, that Israel's cultural and intellectual fabric was woven, and where it still lingers in the spirit of artistic salons. Every house carries names and stories. Bialik Street is Tel Aviv's answer to the Marais in Paris, and along this street stands a house you might mistake for a villa in Athens or Alexandria. And you wouldn't be wrong. From its very first floor tile to the little urban oasis that surrounds it, and the interplay of restored frescoes with modern living, it is unmistakably Tel Avivian. A house born not only from a blueprint, but from an idea of a new life, a new society, in an old new land, as Theodor Herzl once envisioned. In the spring of 1909, 66 Jewish families stepped onto the lifeless dunes by the sea. They drew lots with seashells to divide the land and begin to build. Thus began Achuzat Bayit, the settlement that would become Tel Aviv. Photographer Abraham Soskin, though uninvited, captured the moment that became iconic, the founding of the city. Within a year, homes rose where sand once stretched, along the first streets of Herzl, Achad Ha'am, Yehuda Halevi, Moshe Lillenblum, and Rothschild Boulevard. Nearly 2 decades later, in the heart of this young city, on a street named for poet Chaim Nachman Bialik, a house was built that stood out even among the remarkable facades lining the street, not only for its presence, but for its sizable, leafy garden. The architect was Philip Hewitt, a scholar shaped by European traditions and enamored with Eretz Yisrael. While much of his work reflected the Bauhaus movement, this house revealed his love for refined eclecticism. Today, fewer than 800 buildings in Tel Aviv remain in the eclectic style. Among them, the city's historic first municipality at the end of the road, towering over Bialik Square with its rounded balconies, clean lines, and horizontal ribbon windows. The house at 9 Bialik Street was built in 1928 for the Grouse family of Brooklyn during the British Mandate. Architectural historians call its style eclectic, a synthesis where Art Deco meets Moorish ornament. Strict symmetry is softened by texture, and the shadows of wooden shutters fall as if composed for black and white film. Originally designed as a multi-unit residence, each apartment occupied half a floor, connected by a central gallery. The facade was rigorously symmetrical, but the interiors evolved organically with their residents. Inside, original frescoes, ornamental tilework, handcrafted doors. Over the years, the house's function shifted, welcoming doctors, artists, lawyers, followed by journalists, musicians, and actors, the very people who shaped Tel Aviv's character. Just nearby, at number 2 Bialik Street, stood the famed Am Sefer Cafe. Ideas were born here, the Thinking Club was founded, and figures like A.B. Yehoshua, Amos Oz, Ben-Ami Scharfstein, and even Einstein gathered. It was Tel Aviv's answer to Café de Flore or Les Deux Magots in Paris, a place where modern Israeli thought was brewed over coffee. This district became one of the pillars of Israel's cultural identity. By the early 21st century, the house at 9 Bialik had faded. Amassed repairs, improvised additions, decayed infrastructure, and utilitarian fixes had eroded its beauty. Decorative elements crumbled, rust claimed the ironwork, wiring snaked inelegantly across the facade. The building aged, its tenants changed, and the city transformed around it. Then, in 2012, its story turned. A meticulous restoration led by Bar Oryan architects began. Everything that could be preserved was carefully restored. Frescoes, stucco, 42 varieties of mosaic tile floors, window shapes, facade lines, iron railings. The iconic staircase tower with its thermometer windows remained, as did the curved portico with its ornamental balconies. New elements were added with restraint and sensitivity. A modern basement, ventilation systems, and smart home technology all integrated discreetly, preserving the spirit of the 20th century while embracing the 21st. Windows were rebuilt by hand and original mailboxes returned to their place. The facade remained largely untouched. The architects not only restored the home's lost charm, but seamlessly merged it with contemporary functionality and understated luxury at its finest. Beneath the house now lies a spacious, invisible, technical core, with concealed systems for climate control, acoustics, and security. The once multi-family residence became a singular, impressive townhouse. Its footprint, 405 square meters, now extends to a total of 1,222 square meters, without compromising the original architectural vocabulary. It stands proud and serene on one of Tel Aviv's most storied streets. On one side, Bialik House. On the other, the Rubin Museum. Nearby, the Gutmann Fountain, Felicia Blumenthal Music Center, the Ronald Lauder Bauhaus Museum, and Tel Aviv's first city hall, where Mayor Dizengoff's office is still used to welcome visiting dignitaries, as it did for Prince William. And just a 7-minute walk down Bialik Street lies the sea. The Grouse House marks the axis, not merely a heritage site, but a living bridge between eras. Did the 66 families who gathered on those dunes in 1909 imagine what Tel Aviv would become? Perhaps like Herzl, they dreamed of a place where innovation, beauty, and Jewish values would coexist. Today, on this hill of spring, the house at 9 Bialik stands as testament to the idea that belief, imagination, perseverance, and craftsmanship can shape history and preserve it for the future. A place where cultures intersect, layered legacies endure, and architecture carries the memory of time.